Don't wait. Georgia's chief election official wants people planning on voting absentee to send their ballots in now. More than 500,000 Georgians have already sent in their ballots. Early voting is also underway. The June 9th primary is 2 weeks from tomorrow. New location? President Trump says he might pull the Republican National Convention from North Carolina if the state does not allow large crowds. The RNC is set to take place in Charlotte in August. North Carolina's Democratic governor says the state is working with the GOP on how to hold the convention. Remembering the fallen, President Trump honored the fallen service members this Memorial Day. He laid a wreath at Arlington National Cemetery. Meanwhile, Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden made his first public appearance in months. He visited a Veterans Memorial Park near his home in Delaware.